Hello ladies and gentlemen, Jenbuu here from Defiance Central, bringing you our first episode of Defiance Central Weekly. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring you all the highlights from the show and the game and what's happened this week, and some maybe community featured stuff as well. First off, this week Nathan Richardson did a blog on the website telling us the potential for the DLC. This is still yet to come. There's a big patch coming soon, but it's, well, they're meant to be doing 5 paid DLCs, and this looks to be one of them. Now, in this, you'll be able to take the form of the Castathans, the Castathans, should I say, as a playable race. Now, this means that you can replay the whole story as a Castathan, and they've also got their own storyline as well. Now, that is part of the, well, I would say that's the major part of the DLC, and that's part of the paid version. There's also a battle arena that they're putting in, which you'll be able to find in the Defiance world somewhere, where you find it and you go in and you battle something like Datax, Datax, the Hollows in the actual program. You go through that, and when you complete it, they've said that you'll get the charge blade, which is going to be kind of cool. So they're hopefully bringing melee into the actual game. There's a few other things. You've got duel mode, which is coming, where you can duel your friends, and if you lose, you die, but when you respawn, you don't get charge script, so that's a nice bonus. There's also a 4-player vehicle that they're bringing in, so you'll be able to transport yourself and 3 other people around. There's a few variants that'll you'll be able to get in the cash store. This, by the looks of it, is only for the paid version, so there is quite a bit of a difference between the paid and the free version, but you still get stuff like the new game mode, new world mode. They've said is Sieges, so that's in the free version, as well as there's a new PvP map that's coming out for the DLC, but players who get the free version won't be able to queue for it. You'll only be able to join friends that have it from the paid version of the DLC, so that's if you bought it separately or you've actually bought it on the season pass. Also this week, Sledgehammer released a video on the YouTube channel for another intel video on the Salvage Matrix. If you're kind of stuck on what the Salvage Matrix is or how it works, I know there's been a lot of people that have asked myself and Cal how it works and stuff like that. This explains a lot of it. It tells you how to add mods, it also tells you how to add mod slots, remove mods, and also break down the weapons into Arc Salvage.
There are 2 ways of gaining these. One is looting them from dead enemies, and the other is breaking down unwanted weapons.
Now, there's a nice little tidbit in this. Basically, there's a section that they've added that they're looking at doing to reset the weapons mastery. Now, this is when you've maxed the weapon out and you can't do anything else with it. It gives you an additional stat on it that sometimes can be one you like, sometimes it can be ones you don't like. Now, this is going to be good that you'll be able to reset this, but there's been no cost or time frame to do it. Now, we're hoping to get more information on this in the future, but we're still yet to see it. This next bit is about the TV show, so if you haven't seen the TV show, or you don't, just skip ahead a few minutes if you haven't seen it yet. But it's going to be a few bits of spoilers in this. So in this week's episode, you see Nolan and Amanda leave Defiance, escorting Rin to the prison in Las Vegas. They also have with them enough script to pay for the new train line that they're looking to get to Defiance. On the journey there, they're there with an E-Rep ambassador, which is trying to get Amanda to sign on with the E-Reps. Now, the truck that they're in, the bus, is hijacked, and she's captured. Skipping along a little bit, Rin escapes, and Nolan attempts to rescue the ambassador while Amanda covers him because they've killed some, but there's still some alive. Now this goes down, the hijackers are killed, but as they're looking at going back to Defiance, it turns out that the E-Rep ambassador was the ringleader of it, or was the leader, and she pulls a gun out on Nolan and Amanda, and Rin actually comes back and saves him. Spouts some stuff about when somebody gives their life or risks their life for somebody, they cannot be left in the Badlands to die. Now that's kind of cool, but she nicks a rifle and nicks a roller and then gets the hell out of Dodge and finds a way into the game. Now that's what this week's mission content is. The episode missions that have come in are with Rin. It looks like you're going against Hellbugs and stuff like that, which she's renowned for. It's a few missions long. Cal's done some playthroughs for it. There'll be some playthroughs on here for it as well, but you need to know that these are episode missions and you need to do them I think within the next week, before the next lot of content comes out. Tryon are looking at doing play weekends where if you haven't done them, or you've missed them, or you didn't complete them, they'll come back for the weekend where you can do it. And there hasn't been a date set for this, but it looks like it's going to be coming in the future, which is kind of cool as well. Keep an eye out on the Defiance website or the forums or their Twitter, and you'll be able to find out what's going on. I've wanted to do something like this for a while. I wanted to make it a feature on the website, but I'll do it on here instead. I wanted to do like the Badlands, well, Across the Badlands, the show that Overload UT and Dahanis do after the show is aired on a Monday, and that's images from the community videos and stuff like that. This week I need to find her name. What is her name? Her name is Primal Siren. She comes from the Defiance World art group on DeviantArt. She did a cosplay of Irissa for a competition where she actually made the unit, an outfit from stuff she had lying around the house. That's about it for this week. I want to try and get these done every week. At the moment I'm recording this at 1:30 in the morning after I've been work, so we'll see when we can get these released, and with editing and stuff like that. Like I was saying, it's only a brief outrun of what's happened this week. I'll see what I can get next week and stuff like that. We may do some interviews with guilds and stuff like that in the future, because I've wanted to do that for a while as well. So what better way to do it on YouTube, get a live interview sort of thing. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button if you did, and if you want to subscribe, then hit the subscribe button to see all our stuff from the podcast and everything like that. Speaking of the podcast, it should be coming up in the next couple of days, so it's going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. Thank you very much for watching, like I said, and I'll see you next week.